Hello and welcome, it's Matt Finnegan here and you're watching another Soccer Insight betting preview brought to you by betting-insight.com, and we're looking at the first TV game of the weekend, the lunchtime game on Saturday, and it's Norwich entertaining Aston Villa, and this could be a fascinating game. And if you want a more in-depth market analysis, then head over to the blog at betting-insight.com, and that gives you a full market analysis of this game. I'm going to sort of cover some of the top line options in this preview, and that starts with the OP index of Norwich. That's 238, Villa 3.5, and the draw 3.4. Both not really in any sort of kind of form. Villa started with a great win at Arsenal on the first day of the season, and since then 3 losses on the bounce. Norwich just 1 win in 3. So both teams desperate for points. Looking at the head-to-head, well, it's a win apiece in the last 2 seasons that Norwich have been back in the Premier League. So sort of says anything can sort of happen in this game. Either team could win. It could be a draw as well. So let's just have a quick look at the match odds on the Betfair markets here, and you will see this was taken Thursday. Prices are subject to change since then, and Norwich just under the 6-4. So on the exchanges they're a little bit of value. Villa, surprisingly given their form, are under the OP index tissue, so they're no value on the exchanges. And the draw is pretty much where it should be, pretty much on our index price there. So, if you think Norwich will win the game, then you're certainly going to get some value on the exchanges. But one to keep an eye on, it may come in. Villa, to me, a little bit sort of short. It's one of those sort of things is, pay your money, take your chance. But that's where the exchanges are on Thursday. Yes, they're subject to change over the weekend, but keep an eye on that. So, if the price is similar to what you're sort of seeing on Norwich, watching this, then obviously you're getting a little bit of value out of those markets. So let's just have a quick look at if you think Norwich will get a result or even win the game. And the bookmakers, well, they're pretty much in line with our OP index. So if you don't play on the exchanges, and then if you do fancy Norwich to win, then you're getting decent odds on this. If you have got betting exchange account with Betfair or something like that, you're getting that better value. So do look at that. Based on the odds that I'm seeing with the bookmakers, you should be looking for around about 170, 173 for draw no bet on Norwich as well. So that is an option, if you want to sort of just take that little bit of insurance that you feel that they're going to win, but they could draw it. You can't see them losing. Draw no bet, not a bad price if you get around sort of 8 to 11, 1.73. Now price ramping, you could consider backing that any prices over 2.62 in the race to 2 goals. Okay, it's not much more than what you're going to get on Betfair, but it's certainly more than what the bookmakers are offering at the moment. And it could be one of those games that it's going to take Norwich 2 goals to score. I do feel Villa could get a goal in this game. They've always got a goal with Benteke, so that could be an option just to ramp that price up a little bit. But I wouldn't put anybody off just taking the inflated odds on the exchanges. Winning margin, again, you should get a similar sort of price to race to 2 goals. Dutching the 1 and 2 goal winning margin. Okay, you're eliminating them winning by 3 or more goals. Again, you can say that could happen. It's highly unlikely. Most games sort of do fit in around that sort of region, 1 or 2 goals. So you've got an option to ramp it up, but you're still getting value out of Norwich, winning the game. So let's have a look at Villa. What options have you got there if you fancy them to win or get a result? Basically, with Villa a lot skinnier with the bookmakers than on the exchanges, so it's really limiting your options of what you can actually sort of get involved in. And at the end of the day, it is when you do find that, and when you have limited options, it really sort of pays you to sort of be creative. And one of those is, I feel that you could sort of really ramp the price up to 7 to 2, 4.5 is backing them not to win, not to nil. Sorry, it's backing them 4.5, 7.2. I feel Norwich will get a goal in the game. Can't see Villa keeping a clean sheet. So if Villa are to win, and you think Villa are going to win, if you want to run that price up, probably consider backing them to win not to nil at 7-2. So we'll just have a quick sort of look through the winning margins. I do like using the winning margins, and it's a feature of all the previews that we do at Soccer Insight. It just gives you that sort of elimination process that you can sort of go through just to see if you can ramp the sort of price up on certain outcomes. And you'll see that Villa 5.25, so if you do fancy them to win and they're not going to win by more than one goal, 5.25, you're really ramping the price up there. Norwich, you can see that's at 4.2, and you can see the Dutch in 2.63. Eliminating 4 or more goals with Norwich, it's just slightly under. It's a 5-4 shot. Okay, so you wouldn't really be sort of taking that option. You're better off just taking the match odds at the better prices. So you can see how that sort of Dutching works, where it can go in your favour, or it can not sort of, can reduce the actual sort of margin there. And Villa, well, they're not too far away. Dutch in 1 or 2 goals from our sort of OP index sort of price. So you're a little bit bang on it. If they drift, you will certainly get bang on that sort of 3.5. So Dutch in that may come an option. At the moment it's not, because it's slightly underneath that. Let's look at the unders and overs market. Well, actually all the value here is in the overs. Okay, and so what it's sort of suggesting that basically there may not be a lot of sort of goals in this match. That's how the bookmakers are assessing it, but you're getting good value. Traditionally, over the course of a number of seasons, these teams produce a lot of goals. The overs should be just under an 8-11, 1.73. We've got it at 169, over 2.5 goals, and you're almost getting even money on that. And at the end of the day, the game is live. The markets are moving in your favour. You can watch a few minutes and then decide to get in, and you'll get odds against that. So, it's good sort of value there on the overs, and even over 1.5 goals. That should be a lot shorter than it is. You can see 1.44 is available with the bookmakers. So, if you do fancy goals in this particular game this weekend, you are getting value out of the markets. And finally, we'll just run through a few in-play stats if you're looking to sort of trade or get involved with the in-play markets. Matches 0-0 at 25 minutes. There is a 50% chance of a goal before half-time, and this is going through matches involving these teams over the last sort of 5 seasons, a 50% sort of chance. So, anything even money, if 0.5 goals in the half-time market is better than even money, then you're getting a bit of value compared to the actual percentage chance. In this game, there's a 76.67% chance there'll be a goal between 25 and 70 minutes. Okay, and if that happens, it's 82.6% chance. So it's just slightly over 4 in 5 games. If there is a goal in that period, produces another goal. So just one to sort of bear in mind. It might be the first goal of the game, starts to open up the game, and another goal is scored. And finally, looking at the last goal of the match, a 64.17% chance of a goal coming after the 65 minutes. So on the exchange, if it's 1-1, you're looking at over 2.5 goals. If that's 1.56 or above, then you're getting a bit of value against the implied probability of that goal actually happening, and that's looking at those teams over 5 seasons. So that's it. Like I say, if you want a more in-depth market analysis, then head over to the blog at betting-insight.com. That's it from myself, Matt Finnegan, and thanks for watching, and we'll speak to you in another betting preview very, very soon. Bye for now.